Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. I hope you have completed the question answers of first and second lessons. Third lesson I will be giving today. And now let us start off the fourth lesson, that is oceans and fishing. We had a small introduction in the previous lesson regarding oceans and fishing, how people have gone to fishing. That is related to river water and all. But now we are going to see about the people who are going into the oceans for fishing. Okay, so we will be learning like a story, children, about a person, and then regarding how do they trade, how do they preserve the fish, and what they are going to do. Because in the previous lesson you have learned that the people will go for fishing in the rivers, and by 8 o'clock they come back and they will sell the fish, and if the fish are remaining they will dry the fish, they will clean the fish and they will dry them and sell as dry fish. Yes or no? So that is for a small group of people. But now you are going to learn about the fishermen who live on the coast, sea coast or oceans. Okay, and how do they go for fishing? And here when they normally in the news and all, you will be listening about the warning given to the fishermen, that when there is a cyclonic warning, then they will announce that the fishermen should not go for fishing. Because normally in rivers you don't find that much of risk, but when they are going for fishing in a ocean or sea, they have to take lot of care. And moreover, simply I'll just give you a brief explanation about how the people go on. Normally what happens is, to a lesser extent they will go for fishing. Okay, might be they go on a small boat, or it is called as teppa, you know, kara teppa. A round one will be there, you will be seeing in movies and all. And later they go on mechanical boats if they have to go beyond 5 kilometers. Understood? Into the sea. Okay, so and in the previous lesson also you have learned that what type of nets are used for shallow waters and deep waters. So here it is going to be a different thing, because they are going deep into the ocean beyond 5 kilometers. Okay, and what will happen is, once they go for fishing and collect the catch means the fish what they caught is called as catch, and they bring it them back, and the women will sort out, and the woman will take the fish, carry on their heads and sell in the nearby villages. Okay, and moreover what happens is, the fishermen are poor and they can't afford to go on a mechanical boat, which is also called as marapadava. Okay, so and for these they will have a leader. Okay, here we are going to know about Appalakonda, a common fisherman who is a poor fisherman. Okay, he goes into the ocean for fishing in Tata Rao's Marapadava. That is, Tata Rao borrowed money from a bank, and he has purchased a mechanical boat, and on that mechanical boat not only Tata Rao and Appalakonda, but many other people like Appalakonda will go for fishing. And what will happen is, after catching the fish, after coming back to the shore, they will be handing over the fish to Tata Rao. Okay, and what will they get? They get wages, and means they are working for Tata Rao. Or sometimes what will happen, they will divide the fish and they will distribute. But actually what happens is, because most of the fishermen are poor, they don't go on like that, but what they do is they just catch the fish for them and hand over the fish to them. Okay, because while setting on for fishing, they have to make the boat ready for fishing. They have to see the diesel, because the boat runs on diesel. Okay, diesel, then food, the necessary nets and all. And the other day we discussed, like, you have, based on the size of the hole of the net, they are called as sannavala, dodduvala. Okay, and what will happen, and moreover, to repair, sometimes the fish may bite the net, or maybe due to their fins the net may be damaged, or due to various reasons, that if the net gets torn, then that has to be immediately done. Repair has to be done. So they will have Noolu Karralu and Nool Kanda. Okay, Nool Kandal are those ring, the net, like thread only it will be, and they will have Nool Karralu. with that sticks, what they will do, they will mend the net. Understood? The repair will be done. Okay. And the woman, what they will do, early morning they will give some food to the husband who is going on fishing, do the household work, and after the fish is being brought, they will take the fish, carry on their head, go to the neighboring villages, sell them and come back. Okay, so today we will be seeing about the oceans and fishing. We all know that the earth is considered as a watery planet because of the presence of water. 3/4 of earth is covered with water. Okay, so now there are some box questions, children. That is that water found in your village or town saline or potable? Potable means the water which you drink. There is a lot of difference between the river water and sea and ocean water. Sea and ocean water is saline, salty, and river water will be fresh water which we drink. Okay, so what names do you know of different water bodies? Now all the water bodies present on the earth come under hydrosphere. That is, either you can take a small pond till the large ocean. All are water bodies. Lakes, rivers, ponds, streams, seas, oceans. Okay, and then do large or small water bodies have different names? All will have different names, children. And in a map of the world or on the globe, find the names of 5 seas and 5 oceans. Children, this map we will be doing. I want you all to keep a map ready so that we can do. We have so many oceans, children. 5 oceans are there. You all know, isn't it? If we were in the class, I would have asked you and you would have answered, isn't it? So, Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean, Arctic Ocean and Southern Ocean or Antarctic Ocean. Then seas, you have different seas, children. You have Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, Red Sea. Then any other seas, children? Mediterranean Sea. What else? Black Sea, Caspian Sea, etc. Okay, so we will be marking in the map. And then have you seen fish being caught? If supposing you are a non-vegetarian, have you ever gone with your parents to buy fish? Yes. Okay, so what will happen? There will be a heap of fish and sometimes they will be segregated based on the type of fish. Yesterday I told you that in the previous lesson we have different names of fish. You can discuss with your parents regarding the names of the fish which you eat. And maybe while selling also you must have seen different type of fish. If you go to Raitu market and all, you'll see prawns, crabs and then different types of fish. Yes or no? Know the names of those fish. And then here they have given. Now when we are talking about ocean, you all know, you must have seen, either you must have seen a seashore, you must have gone to a beach, or if you have not seen also, in movies and all you will be seeing seas, isn't it? And you all must have observed water will be like this. That is, as you move on into the sea, depth increases. Yes or no? It will be slant. Yes, so now we are going to discuss about the relief of the ocean. Now what do you mean by relief of the ocean? Relief means different physical features are considered as relief, children. That is, on the land we have mountains, plains, plateaus, valleys and all. In the same way for the ocean also we have, because the deepest ocean is Pacific Ocean, children. Even in the Pacific Ocean, on the bed of the ocean, due to the volcanic eruptions of mountains or maybe due to any reason, we have trenches. Trench means, now anytime you must have seen a trench being dug on the side of the road. Yes, with equal depth, pipes will be laid in it. Guntalagata utar kadamma, roadside. That is called a trench. So in the same way you have deep trenches, and Pacific Ocean is the way. Now we all know that above the sea level the highest point is Mount Everest. The top of the Mount Everest, that is 8,848 meters height above the sea level. So from the sea level if we measure, because in the first lesson we have discussed how sea level is measured, mean sea level, isn't it? So from there if we see up to 8,848 meters we can go, we can reach, we can stand on that point on Mount Everest. Okay, in the same way you can go deeper into the ocean also. So it has been proved that if you lift up Mount Everest and throw it in Pacific Ocean, it will be totally drowned, because there is a place called Mariana Trench in Pacific Ocean, which is the deepest part of the world. It is around 11,000 meters, children. And Mount Everest is only 8,800 meters. Understood? But the trench is 11,000 meters deep. So after putting Mount Everest in the ocean also, still water will be there. అంత మునిపోతుంది అనమాట. సో లైక్ దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ డిఫరెంట్ reliefs of ocean also. Like the first thing you have is, first as you are moving inside, supposing the ocean is here or the sea is here, as you are moving inside, the depth will be there. So that the first one, as on the sand as you are going, that is called as the continental shelf. And after the continental shelf you have the continental slope. Okay, and after the continental slope you have ocean deep, and then you have deep sea plain. Understood? 4 are there, children. Okay, just see here. First you have continental shelf, continental slope, then you have ocean deep and deep sea plain. Deep sea plain means where it is totally flat on the bed of the ocean. Is it clear? So as we have mountains, plains and plateaus, even in the seas also you have mountains, plains and plateaus. Is it clear? Now the water, ocean waters, you all know that seas or oceans are not stand still. They will be always moving. Alalu vastu potu untayi. Keratala